Hello everyone. I've gotten some questions recently about the pre-increment and post-increment and pre-decrement and post-decrement operators, so I thought I'd go over those very briefly. And we'll only deal with the increment operators because the decrement operators work analogously. Here I have a really simple little program. I'm declaring and initializing 4 int variables, and here I have 2 print statements, and these print statements are identical. And that looks a little weird, but we'll deal with that in a moment. So let me go on and run this little program, and we see that we get the same results from both print statements. Not surprising there. So let me change my program here and insert some code in between these print statements. Now I want to emphasize that this is absolutely terrible coding style, and I'm only going over it to make sure that you understand that the semantics associated with Java syntax are very important, and they're very well defined, and they're very subtle. So while I don't want you writing code like this, I do want you to understand what's going on. Here we are dealing with the pre-increment operator. And the reason this is bad coding style is that there are 2 things going on in this assignment right here. The first is I am evaluating everything to the right of the equal sign to use in the assignment to copy that value to the thing that's to the left of the equal sign. And the second thing that's going on is that the increment operator is changing the values of my variables in this expression even while the expression is being evaluated. And that's what's just too subtle for humans. Don't write code this way. However, let's go on and run this and see what happens. Now, what is happening here is that pre-increment source started out life at value 6. Pre-increment means that I increment the variable before I evaluate it. As I said, there are 2 things going on here. The first is the evaluation of this expression to the right of the equal sign. I increment pre-increment source before I do that evaluation. So pre-increment source winds up life as 7. That's not a surprise because I'm incrementing it. But pre-increment destination winds up life as 7 because it got the incremented value of this pre-increment source variable here. On the other hand, post-increment works the other way. Again, 2 things are going on. I am evaluating to the right of the equal sign to get a value to use in this assignment statement. Oops, didn't want to do that. To use in this assignment statement. But then I am also incrementing this variable. For post-increment, I evaluate the expression first. And so post-increment source started out life as 8. It wound up life as 9. That's not the surprise. Post-increment source contributed the 8 value to this assignment statement for post-increment destination. So here, pre-increment increments first and then contributes its value to the expression evaluation. Post-increment contributes its value to the expression first and then is incremented second. So that's the subtlety I would like you to understand. But again, please, please, please do not write code this way. So I hope this helps, and I hope you have a nice day.